Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we have another Meet the Tributes. This one is actually the third member of the Alliance between Tastarian Gray and Caleb Smith from District 4. His name is August Rush, and yes, I do believe he was named after Freddie Highmore's character in the movie August Rush. I think the author was a fan of the film or something. But he's from District 8. He's an orphan. He's only 12 years old, which is the youngest age allowed for the games. And I think he was actually the youngest tribute to be in these games. I don't think there were any other 12-year-olds. There might have been a 13-year-old, but I don't recall. So anyways, as you can see, he's kind of, I don't know how to describe him. I tried, if you notice, I tried to make his arms kind of look skinny and his whole body kind of, like I tried to make his shirt a little bit baggy on him because he was an orphan and his home life was not great. He didn't get fed very well, which is a common thing for the poorer districts. Anyway, so the thing is, like, with the games, the capital, the lowest age that you can participate in the games is 12. So they'd have shirts the proper size for a 12-year-old, which just goes to show how much smaller August is than the average 12-year-old, because his shirt is like really baggy. And this is like, I kind of had the idea in my head that this would be like the smallest size shirt that they had, and it's still too big. But yeah, I don't know, that was just kind of something I thought up while I was drawing this. Let's see, what can I tell you about him? He actually, surprisingly, he became the victor of the games. Like, he's the one that made it all the way to the end. He's the one who survived and who got to go back home. Which is, like, surprising for his character. I think that if it had been a book that was canon, if it had been The Hunger Games written by Suzanne Collins, if instead of Katniss, it was August Rush, I think that'd be kind of really unrealistic. But since it was a writing contest, and the winner was chosen based on popularity and votes, it makes more sense. August was very popular. I don't know why. I mean, except that his author was a pretty good writer, and in his story, I guess people felt bad for him. He's this starving orphan. He's only 12 years old. He's the youngest in this particular game, and also he was bullied at the orphanage by these two older kids, and he was kind of not really noticed. Anyway, I guess people just felt bad for him, and so they gave him lots of votes. And I think the author actually had a bunch of friends that she would get together to vote for her. Alright, so this is kind of funny. He kind of just looks like he's wearing a wool helmet or something. Anyway, I think I made his hair a little too dark. It makes his skin look really pale. I'm not sure. I might go back and fix that, change that a bit. But yeah, I tried to do the background there, right here. Look how creepy that is. I tried to do the background, but it was like creating problems on my computer screen because my computer screen's kind of broken, so I just hid it for the moment. And then something weird started happening. Like, as I was coloring his hair, it started to change the hue a little bit, so it got like a little bit lighter, a little more gray looking than when I started out. And I'm not sure how that happened, but I couldn't fix it. Like it couldn't get it to go back to the original shade, but it's like just barely off. You can barely even tell, so I guess it's fine. And plus I did all kinds of shading and highlighting, so it all worked out, I guess, kinda. Ooh, what else do I talk about? August. So I don't know if I already mentioned this. He had a friend in the orphanage, and I think this is another reason why he won the games, why he was so popular, was he had this little friend. She was like 5 years old, I think. Um, Her name was Angel. I was not very impressed by the creativity on the names here, guys. It was not very not much thought was put into it. Anyway, her name was Angel, and she had cancer. So she was dying, and they just met on the day of the reaping, but like they became close friends like right away. And so his whole thing throughout the games was like, I gotta get back to Angel. I gotta get back there before she dies, and I'll never see her again. I gotta say goodbye and all that. So I think that's why he was so popular. And look at those eyes. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. But anyway, he was in an alliance with Caleb and Tay and another girl who's going to be in my next video, named Keiko. And they had lots of fun. All right, I think the videos should be coming to an end here soon. So if you guys want to check out my other videos on this channel, feel free. If you have any suggestions on what kind of video to do next, I am totally open. I'm up for anything really. Yeah, so this is just me just cleaning up the edges and stuff. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, I'm totally open to that. If you have any tips or anything like that, any constructive kind of criticism, go for it. Leave comments. Anyway, thank you. Subscribe. Bye.